We started this morning. It was really cold, so we held off for a little while because the weatherman said it was going to be pretty bright and sunny later, and came true. What I want to do here is I want to walk through. I know a lot of anglers basically are just wade fishing, and we didn't cover that as much in the first tape. So on this tape, what we're going to do is I'm going to dissect this chunk of water here. We're going to go to 2 or 3 different spots, but I picked this one because it's got so many different types of water right here that could pretty much be the same as wherever you're fishing. It's the Madison, it's fast, but I got soft pockets. I'm going to start in the lower end of this tail out, and then I'm going to work that with a cross stream jerk strip retrieve. And then as I walk up, I'm going to kind of hit pockets. We're going to do some upstream fishing. We're going to do some switch mending, so we turn the flies around a little bit. But we'll start down here. We'll move up to the top end. We'll kind of walk some upstream stuff, and then we'll probably go down, fish a big pool, and then we'll finish up on some rock wall where it's going to be all dry line upstream. I'm fishing a sinking line today. I've got a 200 grain head. I'm going to be fishing to start with. It's got pretty bright. When I first got out here, it was a little darker, and I put on a dark fly, but I'm still going to start with this olive colored peanut. It's a peanut envy. And then I'm going to trail 2 foot behind a little smoke wagon. It's a little minnow imitation. That's a good indicator. I got 2 flies and I got dark and light. If everything eats the bright one, then you know it's a brighter day. You might want to switch up to a lighter fly up front or just go single. But I'm going to start out with the olive and white, which is more of a bright day fly here. And I'm going to start right here at this tail out and just work right through this, just like you do wherever you're fishing. Water's fast and loud here, but you know, it's when you see the soft water I'll be fishing, it'll be just like any other river. It's not all fast and, you know, bouldery. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some real short casts right in tight, and I'm just going to, before I walk through it, I'm going to give it a few casts. I'm still setting my fly at about a 15-degree angle up from me. When I first get in here, I'm not gonna rush right out to the sweet spot of the run, and that's a real common mistake, especially in early and late when the fish start moving in closer to shore. You want to work this stuff right in tight so you don't push a fish out of the run. You know, I'm going to walk out there, so I'm going to throw some right above me here, see if there's anything in this pocket. I'm going to kind of vertical jig when I'm coming down off shoulder. This is an upstream technique. If you're going, as you walk up, you go up and you generally go off your shoulder, off the opposite shoulder. You're always conscious of the fact that that fly's coming faster than it would on a cross stream, so you're going to have to move a little faster. Keep good tension on your line. Don't let the rod go behind you. Get it in the angle that you can control it. What you don't want to have ending up is this. You don't want to get way back here like that. If you're back here and a fish eats it, you're toast. There's no way you're going to get a hook set on the fish. So you start here, you're jerking the rod, stripping the excess, so you've always got a tight line on it. Be real conscious of the fact that the fish could hit. If he hits it when you're pulling on the rod, you're going to feel it, obviously. It's going to be a real slamming hit. But if he hits it in between, if he just takes it, boom, just like you'd take a nymph, you're going to have to be conscious of the fact that it could be a soft hit just as easy as it could be a hard hit. So I'm going to work that. And now I'm just going to start working my way out. I'm dissecting the water. I'm breaking it into little pieces. Good line control. Now I'm going to move out to this tail out here. All the time I'm going to keep working the water to get out there. I'm not going to just race into the water. I've moved out a little bit into this sweet spot. I'm up a little bit. It's pretty deep right here. I'm still gonna, just like I did right below me, I'm gonna start in close here, set the fly, try not to fall off the rock. Going right through the seam. You can see the seam out there where the fast and the slow current meet. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out crossing one seam. I'm not going to go all the way across it. I'm going to start right in the middle of that slick And I'm gonna, without moving, I'm gonna change my angle. I'm gonna kind of sweep this, and then I'll move out, or I'll lengthen my cast, either way, and I'll do that all over again. I'm just creating a grid out there, and if I don't get an eat, I'm gonna change this fly to something brighter. Because I'm walking, I brought a real short box of flies, but I still brought all my color selections. Which I'll show you here in a second. I started out with olive and a little white smoke wagon trailer. And I'm going to switch to something. I'm going to switch to something yellow. I'm going to switch to something yellow. It's a big hole bug, little jig style fly. See if they'll pick up on something brighter. It's one I use a lot when I'm fishing floating lines, called the big hole bug for the Big Hole River. And it's a crayfish type fly, but it's brown and yellow. Brown's like yellow. So I'm gonna see if I can get something to, it's so bright, and I've slowed down. I'm doing a modified jerk strip. I'm doing kind of a vertical jig, the upstream style, and I'm kind of doing it downstream, a little bit jerk strip, a little bit vertical jig. You notice I'm having to turn with the river because I'm slowing it down and my line's getting pulled, so I start at one spot and then I just keep following the line. That way I can keep the fly coming back at me. I should have had an eat in here by now. Just breaking this into pieces. There's one. So I guess it was the color. Now I covered that water with probably 30 casts with 2 flies. I had olive. Try not to fall off this log as I do it. I had olive, and then I had on, easy, nice little brownie. I had olive, and then I had an olive and white, and made easily 30, 40 casts through there and didn't get a thing. I switched over to the, excuse me, I switched over to the brown and yellow, made a half dozen casts, slowed down a little bit, we got an eat. Switch and try to get out in the middle there so I can hit that one pocket before we go downstream. Besides, there's a much better chance that I fall in right here than anywhere else on the river. I'm still going cross stream. I've got to get my rod below me a little bit. Oh, look at him come running. Pocket water fatty. Whoa. Whoa. He took a bite out of crime. He was hauling. That's just what I was talking about. It's can't see in the water, it's all fast. When they hit it, they just drill it. I'm still trying to coming across stream. And I'm not a big dead drift fan. I don't particularly care to fish streamers dead drift. It's very effective, don't get me wrong. But this is great water to dead drift a streamer. I don't like to do it just because I think it's boring, but this is good water. Before I leave, I'm just gonna roll one through there. Just barely moving it. Nada. I know a lot of guys out on the Yellowstone and the Madison that they dead drift streamers almost exclusively. I never do it just because I don't enjoy it, not because it's not effective. A lot of guys will run them on indicators even. Oh, you know me, can't pass up a hole. Oh, I knew there was another fish in there. Oh, he ain't liking that. I'm not going down to him, so he's got to come up to me. Fish will swim up to you a lot of times. I'm gonna have to get off this tall rock. Oh, come here, little brownie. That water's just too juicy to leave. Man, he took a bite out of that thing. Cute little guy. Saw how we break it down, you know, where the seams are. Fish in close first, cover the seams, vary your retrieves, change your fly colors. We saw that. I changed that fly and 3 casts had a fish. This one right here that manhandled me, you know, all different. Every fish was on a different fly.